Join me as I dive into Dalton's atomic model and try to simplify it in just 5 minutes. John Dalton is often credited with laying the foundation for modern atomic theory. He was an English chemist and physicist who lived in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. His work on atomic theory revolutionized the way we understand the building blocks of matter. Before Dalton's time, scientists had some pretty wild ideas about what matter was made of. Some thought that matter was continuous, with no tiny particles, while others believed in the existence of tiny particles, but didn't quite understand how they worked. These ideas were limited and often contradictory. They didn't really explain the properties of elements or how they combined to form compounds. This made it difficult for scientists to make sense of chemical reactions and the behavior of different substances. The ancient Greeks had proposed that matter was made up of tiny indivisible particles called atoms, but their ideas weren't well developed. It wasn't until Dalton came along that a comprehensive atomic theory began to take shape. Dalton's model was necessary because it provided a clear and simple explanation of the structure of matter. He pulled together the ideas of his predecessors and added his own insights to create a coherent theory. Dalton's atomic model had several key components. First, he proposed that elements are made up of tiny particles called atoms, which are indivisible and indestructible. Second, he suggested that compounds are formed when atoms of different elements combine in whole number ratios. This led to the law of multiple proportions, which states that when two elements combine to form more than one compound, the masses of one element that combine with a fixed mass of the other are in simple whole number ratios. These ideas seemed simple, but they were incredibly powerful. The idea that atoms are indivisible was a game changer. It transformed the way scientists thought about matter and chemical reactions. Suddenly, it made sense why elements have certain properties and why they react with other elements in specific ways. This concept also laid the groundwork for later discoveries in physics, like the discovery of subatomic particles. Dalton's model was a major milestone in the development of modern chemistry. It provided a clear and simple explanation of the structure of matter and paved the way for later scientific discoveries. His ideas about atoms, compounds, and the law of multiple proportions are still fundamental to chemistry today. So, what's your take on atomic theory? Do you have any questions or thoughts about Dalton's model? Let me know in the comments. If you're interested in learning more about the evolution of atomic theory, be sure to check out my next video on J.J. Thomson's discovery of the electron.